Welcome back to the deep dive. Lately, there's been this kind of quiet anxiety around Social Security.
Yeah,
People are whispering about these investigations and changes, and it's got folks a little on edge,
right.
especially, when it comes to their wallets. So today we're going deep on those concerns. We've got reports and articles straight from the Social Security Administration,
Mm.
and we're going to break down exactly what's going on.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that a lot of this buzz is coming from this group called the Department of Government Deficiency, or DOGE as they're being called in the news.
Doge, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of cute.
Yeah.
But are they causing some serious financial worries, though?
Well, that's where it gets interesting. DOGE is basically tasked with looking into how Social Security operates.
Hmm.
So they're like consultants offering advice suggestions, but they don't actually have the power to directly change benefit amounts or cancel anyone's payments.
So no one's getting their Social Security rug pulled out from under them.
Not at all. Think of it this way. Doge has read-only access, like opening a PDF.
Right.
They can see all the information, but they can't actually edit anything.
Okay, that makes sense. But if they're digging around in the system, they must be looking for something, right?
Absolutely. So, this suggests Doge is more focused on efficiency and system optimization.
Mm-hmm.
Are there ways to make things run smoother? Are there potential vulnerabilities? That's where their attention seems to be.
So less about slashing benefits, more about making sure the system is running in tip-top shape.
Exactly. And to put your mind even more at ease, Lee Dudek, the acting Social Security Commissioner, has publicly stated that Doge has absolutely no power to adjust or cancel benefit payments.
Oh, wow.
That's reassurance straight from the top.
Yeah, that's got to be a huge relief for anyone who relies on those benefits.
It should be, and it really highlights why it's so important to get your information from reliable sources.
Right.
There's been a lot of misinformation circulating, and it's easy to get caught up in the fear-mongering.
Speaking of misinformation, let's address this whole thing about people aged 150 or older supposedly receiving benefits.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on, is that even possible?
Right, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Totally.
But in reality, it's more of a data quirk than a sign of immortality. You see, these records often stem from the pre-computer days,
Uh-huh.
which makes updating them quite the bureaucratic headache.
So no secret society is supercentenarians cashing in on Social Security?
No, definitely not. It's just a case of outdated records that don't reflect any actual payments going out.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And I bet it's reassuring for folks to know that these investigations aren't about taking money away, but rather making sure everything is running smoothly.
Absolutely. And it underscores something really important. Your benefits are secure.
Hmm.
The Social Security system is built to be a reliable safety net, and that's not changing anytime soon.
That's great news, especially for people planning their retirement or relying on those benefits to cover everyday expenses.
Exactly. And this peace of mind allows us to focus on other important aspects of financial planning, like making sure we're maximizing those benefits and making informed decisions about our future.
So it's not just about knowing that the benefits are there, but also understanding how to make the most of them.
Right, you got it. We'll dive into that more a bit, but for now, take a deep breath and relax, knowing that your Social Security benefits are safe.
All right, deep breath, everyone. We'll be right back after a quick break with more on how to maximize those benefits.
So now that we've, cleared the air a bit about the safety of your benefits, let's shift gears and talk about how you can actually maximize what Social Security offers.
Okay.
After all, knowing your benefits are secure is one thing, but making those benefits work for you is where things get really exciting.
That's something I hadn't really considered. I think a lot of us tend to view Social Security as this fixed thing,
Right.
like a set amount we get every month. But there's actually more to it than that, isn't there?
There is. And understanding those nuances can potentially put more money in your pocket,
Right.
which is always a good thing, right?
Absolutely. So where do we even begin? What are some of the key things people should know about maximizing their Social Security benefits?
Well, one of the biggest factors is when you choose to start receiving benefits.
Okay.
You can actually start as early as age 62, but there's a trade-off. Starting early means a smaller monthly payment.
Hmm.
But if you wait, say, until your full retirement age, which is usually between 66 and 67,
Right.
your monthly payment will be significantly higher.
So it's a balancing act. Do you want that money sooner, even if it's less each month? Or are you willing to wait a bit longer for a bigger payout?
Exactly. And it really depends on your individual circumstances and financial goals.
Yeah.
There's no one-size-fits-all answer.
It sounds like this is where some personalized advice could be really helpful.
It definitely can be. Talking to a financial advisor who specializes in retirement planning can help you make the best decision for your specific situation.
That makes a lot of sense. So timing is one factor. What are some other things people should consider when it comes to maximizing their Social Security benefits?
Another important element is understanding how work affects your benefits. Let's say you decide to keep working even after you start receiving Social Security.
Okay.
If your earnings are above a certain limit, some of your benefits might be temporarily withheld.
Wait, so working could actually reduce my benefits? That doesn't seem fair.
I hear you, but it's not as bad as it sounds. The money that's withheld is actually credited back to you later, resulting in a higher benefit amount when you fully retire. It's like a delayed gratification system.
Oh, okay. So it's more like a temporary adjustment than a permanent reduction.
Exactly. And once you reach your full retirement age, you can earn as much as you want without it affecting your Social Security benefits.
That's good to know. So working after you start receiving benefits can actually boost your payments in the long run? What other hidden gems should people know about?
Well, here's a big one. Your marital status can have a huge impact on your Social Security benefits.
Okay.
If you're married, you might be eligible to receive benefits based on your spouse's work history, even if you haven't worked much yourself.
Whoa, that's a game changer. So even if one spouse stayed home to raise children or didn't earn as much, they can still benefit from Social Security.
Exactly. And it's not just limited to spouses. Divorced individuals might also be eligible for benefits based on their ex-spouse's work history, under certain conditions, of course.
Wow, this is all really valuable information. I think a lot of people assume Social Security is pretty straightforward, but it sounds like there's a lot of nuance and strategy involved in making the most of it.
There is, and it's worth taking the time to educate yourself and explore all the available options. The Social Security Administration website has a ton of resources, and as we mentioned earlier, speaking to a financial advisor can also be incredibly beneficial.
So knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances.
Right.
The more you know about Social Security, the better equipped you are to maximize those benefits and enjoy a financially secure retirement.
Couldn't agree more. It's all about being proactive and making informed decisions that align with your individual goals and circumstances.
Now, speaking of digging deeper into Social Security, remember that strange tidbit we mentioned earlier about those records showing people over 150 years old?
Oh, yeah, the mystery of the supercentenarians.
Right. What was that all about?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out those records aren't evidence of some fountain of youth, but rather a glimpse into the history of the Social Security system itself. You see, in the early days in the program, there were some, let's say, creative ways of assigning Social Security numbers.
Creative, do tell.
Apparently, some people who were born before Social Security even existed were assigned numbers later on for various reasons, and because there wasn't a way to input their actual birth dates accurately, they were often given placeholder dates that resulted in these incredibly old ages in the system.
That's fascinating. So it's not that these people actually lived to be 150, but rather a quirk of how the system evolved over time.
Exactly. It's a reminder that even the most complex and sophisticated systems have their quirks and historical baggage.
And it speaks to the importance of not just accepting information at face value, but digging a little deeper to understand the context and the why behind the what.
Exactly. And that's what the deep dive is all about, uncovering those hidden layers and presenting you with a more complete picture.
Now, shifting back to the financial side of things, let's talk about one more crucial element of maximizing your Social Security benefits.
Okay, so we've talked about timing working after you start receiving benefits and how marital status can impact your Social Security. What other secrets to maximizing those benefits are we unlocking today?
Let's talk about something called delayed retirement credits. You see, for every year you delay taking Social Security benefits beyond your full retirement age up to age 70,
Okay.
your monthly benefit amount increases by about 8%.
Hold on, 8% per year? That's a pretty significant jump.
It is. It's like getting a guaranteed return on your investment.
Wow.
And it's one of the most powerful ways to boost your Social Security income.
So if someone is healthy and able to keep working a bit longer, delaying those benefits could mean a significantly larger monthly check down the road.
Exactly. It's all about strategizing and making choices that align with your long-term financial goals.
I'm starting to realize that Social Security is a lot more flexible than I initially thought. There are all these different levers you can pull to maximize your benefits, depending on your individual circumstances.
That's a great observation. It's not a one-size-fits-all system. There's room for customization and personalization, which is pretty cool when you think about it.
It is. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure for retirement planning.
I like that analogy. And just like in those adventure books, the key is to gather all the information, weigh your options, and then make the choice that leads you to the most fulfilling outcome.
And remember, even if things seem a bit overwhelming, there are resources available to help you navigate the Social Security maze. We've mentioned the Social Security Administration website, but there are also financial advisors who specialize in retirement planning and can provide personalized guidance.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to reach out for expert advice. It's an investment in your future financial well-being.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We tackled those initial anxieties about DOJ's investigation, reassured everyone that their benefits are indeed safe, and then went deep on strategies for maximizing those benefits.
And we even uncovered a few historical mysteries along the way.
We did. So what's the main takeaway for our listeners today?
I'd say it's this: Social Security is more than just a monthly check. It's a dynamic system that offers a range of options and opportunities for maximizing your financial security in retirement.
And despite the recent buzz and investigations, the program is strong, your benefits are secure, and there's no need for alarm.
Exactly. Stay informed, be proactive, and make those benefits work for you.
We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Social Security. We'll be back soon with more insightful explorations and surprising discoveries. Until then, stay curious and stay engaged with your finances.
See you on the next deep dive.